Hello? Okay, sheesh. Alright. What? No. Oh my god. Ah, everything is technology. Not even technology, it's just old ass. Not even old ass, just crappy ass technology and old ass technology. I'm using both. Crappy newer technology, cheap newer technology, and old ass technology to attempt to record this. Okay, it is week 2. Our opponent is Reina. This is the BLDL, which, yes, very funny. Uh, we have Kieran White into us. Very, very scary. That is the scariest thing that I would say automatically. Terra, Tornadus. I would never have only one Terramon. I don't care if it's a Tornadus. And also Tornadus has fine natural typing, so I mean it's a good Terra Blast user. But yeah, well, you know me. I always I want to have lower tier guys become relevant because of their Terra, and that is exactly what we're doing this week to counter Kieran White because we have a Terra Fire Cryogonal. Yeah, with the boots, spin, recover, toxic, ice beam. I thought that Terra Blast would be good for treads, and Tinkaton, which it also helps with, but I needed something for Kyurem, and yeah, because it's the most important thing, and so I was like, I'd rather have toxic, which means it doesn't really help with these, but that's really not that big a deal because we have other things to help with those. And yeah, it kind of deals with Slow King, even though it becomes fire because Scald really doesn't do a lot. And it actually does decent damage to this, and yeah, it's all around good. And also Tornadoes too. I didn't even mention it the first time I attempted recording this, so that's good. Yeah, it just has so much speed F that Tornadoes will not be really doing much with it. Our Persian Alola here is got the cheeky swagger foul play, as well as the always good parting shot and the taunt for this guy primarily. Keep hazards off if we can. Nice, swagger can go into a lot of things on this team in order to try and OHKO with foul play after, in particular, Kyurem and Slow King. And then also, just it completely hardwalls this guy because he can't do anything to. I mean, if he wanted to like gunshot into us and like get a poison, it would be like fine, to be honest. Like, I'm not scared of that. Yeah, it's just foul play is insanely good, pretty much into the whole team. I guess these things don't do too much with it, but like swagger after or something. But anyway, faster than almost everything with parting shot. Also, Ogerpon. If Ogerpon is set up with SD, yeah, we'll OHKO with foul play then. So all around really good, and also like idiots hits from this too. So very cool to see Persian have such a niche here. Gastrodon, good in general. He has a lot of knockoff, so I was like, bring Sticky Hold, the helmet, so that'll be good. And Rocks, also good into him, so we've got that. And so, Sludge Bomb, yeah, Sludge Bomb for a switch in of Ogerpon. We'll do a lot. Obviously, we don't stay in on it, but yeah, it's fine. And for these steel types too, it's really good. Gastrodon, good. And actually, oh yeah, I believe with that we have brought everything from. Well, actually, yeah, Solgaleo next. But yeah, we with this and the first week, we've now brought everything on the team already after 2 weeks, which is awesome. That's exactly what I always want. I want usage of the entire team. I don't want any bullshit. I don't want any fucking munchlax, Like, I want all usable Pokemon. And already we have used all of our Pokemon. Yeah, I had Marowak last week, didn't I? I'm 99% sure that I did. What did I? Oh yeah, of course I did. I had Balloon Marowak. It went crazy. Into Blaziken. or Mega Blaziken. And next, yeah. Anyway, Solgaleo, ton of Spadef. I always like Morning Sun on this. I'd like to run a more offensive set at some point, but it's 137 HP, man. Like, this thing is a tank. You know, Toxic, clean. Earthquake, clean into stuff that doesn't like Toxic. And Sunsteel Strike, mostly for Kyurem. Also can help with, depending on the Terra, this guy, Tornadoes. You know, pretty simple. Spadef. Oh yeah, of course. It has no item for not only knockoff but Poltergeist, Mega Net, which I believe hard walls. Then like you can maybe like Wisp me or something, but like with Gunshot as the primary secondary move that it would have. Like I doubt that it would have knockoff, and then not being able to hit me with a Poltergeist is incredible. I mean, I could like Shadow Sneak or something, but like I'm just not scared of that. Like, but yeah, Solgaleo with no item, very heat. I loved using no item Regieleki, and so bringing that back is cool. Mega Lopunny outspeeds the whole team, has a U-turn and Thunder Punch for coverage of Slowking. Other than that, oh, and Torn. Other than that, HJK hits everything, including this guy because of Scrappy. Yeah, Random Healing Wish could definitely be good for a Naganadel, which, by the way, with Life Orb and Thunderbolt and Nasty Plot, can basically just sweep. You know, just 252 because we speed tie Tornadus that way. And kind of want to get Tornadus out of the way anyway before we attempt to sweep. But like this thing is kind of the piece de resistance. Well, I mean, Cryo is pretty crazy too, to be honest. But yeah, Healing Wish could be good for that or for Solgaleo. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the team. This is, yeah, we're going to get into it now. No Ogerpon. No Ogerpon is very interesting because I thought it was pretty good into me. What was he really scared of? Like, I mean, Serp, I guess. I don't know. Should pretty much deal with Serp. Maybe Belly Bolt, Static, was not able to run protective pads. But see, Ivy Cudgel doesn't actually make contact, so I'm not positive why he did not bring Ogerpon because, yeah, I mean, it should have a pretty clean matchup into me. Especially with, you know, Trailblaze and well, I guess Naganadel is good into it for sure. But yeah, that's why I didn't need Sludge Wave because Draco Oaklows anyway. But it has Stomping Tantrum, so yeah, there was kind of form Moosela Syndrome, I guess. But that just means like I like find a way to deal with it. Like I think it was probably pretty good into me. Did I say that? Yeah, I did say that Persian is good into it. But like U-turn is there, so yeah. But anyway. Also no Mega Net, which I am not surprised at because this thing is just completely countering it, and it's just not like that crazy into the team either way because I have, you know, a normal type is like one of my fastest Pokemon and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Kind of not the easiest lead idea. Thinking probably like Tornadus is like his easiest lead, maybe Treads, because like it's really the only things that can like pivot besides I guess Slowking, but also of course Quillfish can do it, and yeah, I don't really want to like lead off with like Lopunny because like it's just too easy. And like, well, I mean, if Torn leads off, then Lopunny's not really a very good lead because I can't just simply Thunder Punch it, or like even, you know, U-turning is not great because he, you know, gets the switch initiative after. So I am thinking that Persian is perfect because it can taunt this, it can even taunt this, and you know, just beat it in general probably. Yeah, I don't remember if Burn affects Foul Play. I could be wrong. but I don't think it does. I'm not sure. Why didn't I bother to look it up? I should really be, figuring that stuff out before the match. But anyway, yeah, good into treads. Don't think he'll lead off with Tink or Curum. Suppose he could, but like we have a fairly easy switch into those, I would say. I mean, we don't have an easy switch into Curum. Like if he wants to lead up with like Curum and like a fire move, like, or what is it, Fusion Flare? That's crazy. But anyway, he is simply going to lead off with the Torn, and we do stay in on that U-turn because we figure it's not actually going to be too crazy damage-wise into us. He could honestly do like a lot of damage anyway, but like it's kind of okay because there's no Ogerpon to really deal with here. Yeah, the only thing that this guy really needs to do is like maybe Parting Shot around, maybe Taunt Quillfish. It's not that good in this matchup with no Megabit Net around or Ogerpon, so this is okay. Take a little bit of chip. And, of course, now we get the switch initiative. Nice Parting Shot. Parting Shot is like one of my favorite moves. Like, probably like, could be my favorite move. That or Teleport. And yeah, Gastrodon really good into anything at once. We are just going to trade rocks because we're expecting him to maybe go Torn. But he goes ahead and gets rocks. No fear of us. Encore, interestingly enough. Okay. Now I'm forced to switch, so now it's a double prediction game. Like, I mean, he could maybe, like, knock if he wants. But, like, I'm thinking, yeah, like, I'm going to predict him to go back out into Torn. And this is basically what we want in on Torn, I would say. We do know that he's Terra Fire now. So, we want to play around that. Like, he's not going to OHKO us or anything. He's not... We already know he's not Life Orb. Like, I mean, he could be Plot, I guess. He's not Boots, though, so rocks are helpful. I don't remember what item he was. Never figured it out, but we're going to go this on the Heat Wave. Pretty simple. Beat that up for days. And do that on the U-turn. And he just brings this out on my Cryogonal. Interesting enough. Okay, get up that Terra Fire. Get up that Toxic. Solid. Okay, now, I did know that this was going to potentially happen. I did know that Turbo Blaze would go through my Levitate. But I figured, like, he's probably not going to be able to do that much damage anyway. Like, I'm not, like, super scared of Earth Power. I might have even EV'd for it. I don't remember. But anyway, he does do over 50. And that is because he is Expert Belt. You saw he took rocks. And I don't know if he was, like, thinking that. He said after he didn't really prep that much for Terra Fire Cryo. And it's going to show because Terra Fire Cryo is going to go crazy in this match. But, yeah. That's fairly annoying that it is going to get over my 50% threshold. Come on, scroll down. Shit. Okay. Yeah, but I'm still thinking that Cryogonal is a great answer to this. He's not doing that much damage, 55, because I do have Recover. I can just Recover and like bring him like down with Earth Power, and I think he knows it. And that's why he's gonna go this on. It's a little surprising that like he didn't fear Terra Fire. I guess I don't have any other removal, and honestly, what am I Ice Beam for? I should have been Terra Blast Fire rather than Ice Beam, I think. Maybe Ice Beam breaks sub and Terra Blast Fire didn't on this. Yeah, because this thing is never going to like stay an Ice type, right? And I can also Toxic it. So I'm not positive why I did not go Terra Fire. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. do wonder why didn't I go Terra Fire instead? So I think I wasn't going to Terra. Now I'm always going to Terra. I don't know what I'm going to Terra. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're going to trade Rapid Spins here. He is faster than me, interestingly enough. I mean, it's not that interesting. Like, how much speed do I have? 20. That was enough to get over a 0-speed treads, but like, I just don't know how much like he respects me enough to actually do it. Anyways, oh, of course, he's Quark Drive speed. That's one thing I don't understand about Paradox mods, is that I always see them with Quark Drive just randomly getting used up for no good reason. If I'm running, Booster Energy. If I'm running Booster Energy, I'm trying to set up and win, like with an Iron Moth or something. Treads doesn't really have that ability with a booster, so I don't really understand why. Like, I mean, I guess there's maybe hopeful for NAGANADEL, but he just throws it away, okay? And he didn't even really need to come in there. I guess maybe he wanted to get the spin off, but like, I could have been Terra Blast Fire anyway. I wasn't. He got lucky. Okay, here's this thing. Don't want to get toxic. Go ahead, get spike up, that's fine. Getting toxic on you is, it's not good, but for whatever reason, like, I love toxicking my opponent's walls and my own getting toxic. It doesn't really bother me that much. But anyway, I will gladly trade Earth Power for a Toxic on this, because I didn't really want to go Solgaleo, because in prep, or Mox, Steinbaum was running Pain Split on this, and this thing has so much HP that it was just 1v1ing me, like legit. Like Quillfish was 1v1ing Solgaleo, even if I had like EQ, because he's so bulky, right? So I'm gonna go for the special move. Was it what? No, it was intimidating. But anyway, I am very happy with that trade. Really good damage. And we would go for it again to ensure it doesn't happen. Okay, he brings us in very, very telegraphed freeze dry. And we just, yep, that's fine. 100%. We do outspeed. I love how fast this thing is, man. So cool. Man, I wish I had Terra Blast Fire now. Why didn't I have Terra Blast Fire? Anyway, we roll for a freeze. Rocks come back up. Really annoying, but I do not want to... Yeah, I can't sit on it. I can't sit on it. If I had Terra Blast Fire, I could sit on it. So stupid. Why didn't I have that? Now, yeah, go ahead and get our own Toxic up on that. And, yeah, so can just come in on us. This is why we have Toxic for that particular. Hello. Okay. This thing comes in. Okay. This is a turn of consequence, or like a riskier turn. I'm thinking he, isn't gonna want to actually like Heat Wave into me, because it's just so easy. But he brings it out. I'm thinking like this is too telegraphed. I'm not gonna do it. But he does Heat Wave, but I stay in and I EQ. Okay, and I'm like, alright. He can kill me. The risk is too high, so I do have to get out. It's so easy for him to just U-turn here. Because he knows that, like, the risk is too high. But I don't want to lose Solgaleo here. Like, it's probably still too good in this matchup. Considering that it does have a really solid EQ that it can beat Tinkaton. It helps out against even an Earth Power Kieran White with all of the Spadef. Will kill Quillfish from this range, and will sit on a Slowking from this range. So that's 4 Pokemon that this is still too good into. So I'm gonna keep it around, and unfortunately he does. Turn play. It was high risk, probably a high reward to Morning Sun right there, but it's okay. It was not, the reward was definitely not high enough, because I can come back in and Morning Sun on like half his team. So yeah. It just brings this thing out. Can't do anything into me. Does nothing. Great. I'm thinking he's probably just gonna chili out again, but we're just gonna sit because we sit on everything. And at this point, I'm thinking like, damn, like this, yeah, Cryogonal is like unbreakable right now. This is crazy. He doesn't have anything super effective on it because he just tried Scald and it didn't do anything. I just sat on it and I can't get burned. Curum is you know, the only thing that can potentially break it. So yeah, now this thing comes in off the chili reception. I don't know why, because it's just a sack. I don't know if Terrabuzz takes that out. Actually, don't think it does. I think that was it might have even been a roll, but it was like, I think it was in my favorite. This is my least favorite turn of the game, and I really don't like how I played this match from this point forward, because at this point, if this thing is in, I'm thinking, is it knockoff? Like, the way he brought this in, I'm thinking he wants to knock off, but I'm thinking, would he really have that? And in all honesty, I really should have scouted, because he is going to knock off. That's really not good. Okay, and it's really not worth the Toxic on a Regenerator Mon. I do get it down, but like, that was not worth it. That was not worth it. I should have gone like Persian or something. You know, yeah, Persian would have been perfect. I didn't need to risk low punny. Yeah, I did not want to get knocked off on this. I did not want to get knocked off. But he brought it in. I was like, I don't even know. I thought maybe he was gonna Bleak Wind, maybe. But at any rate, now I'm knocked off, and I do not like that. That is, I needed to respect knockoff more. I just didn't think he was gonna be mixed, right? I mean, and that did decent damage. So like, I mean, I know Cryogonal, and my Cryogonal doesn't have any Fizz Def really either, but like, yeah, I needed to respect that. Okay. I do recover up. I'm just going to keep recovering up. Go ahead and get the rapid spin off. Yeah, he just knocks again, because like, what is he going to do? Maybe he could have like Encore to like try to like sit and do rocks, and like he's gonna rocks after this anyway, but I can't do anything because I'm Ice Beam instead of TV Fire. So I've probably kicked myself for about 5 times in this game, but sure, we'll just go Solgaleo. He can't do anything to us with rocks. He does make a good predict here, and he Encores. He does get the rocks up. Very annoying. And I'm stupid because he's Mold Breaker. I wasn't thinking about Mold Breaker at all. Mold Breaker into Sticky Hold, because he does knock me off. That sucks. The way they program Mold Breaker is really interesting, because it's not like, you know, neutralizing gas or anything. So it's just like the moves. Yeah. But you know, we get the recover up. This thing comes in, and he is telegraphing the freeze dry again, but he does go for the Earth Power. And this is, yeah, not good. I do have a roll to live this, actually, which is why I recover again instead of just, you know, sacking or rapid spinning off. Rapid spinning off might have probably been the better play. Anyway, we do bring in Low Punny to threaten. I'm really bummed that I let Cryogonal go down after the crazy good work that it did in this matchup. It deserved to like live to the end, because he didn't have anything for it. I really do not like that I let it get broken, because first he knocks it off with Torn, then he makes the predict on the Earth Power to bring it in, and in retrospect that was super obvious. Not that I really had anything for Earth Power at this point. What was even in? Yeah, this thing. Gastrodon, Gastrodon was probably too good. I didn't want to risk Gastrodon, like, because, I mean, he could freeze drive, right? And I didn't want to risk it on, because it's not like it can do enough back. There's no sitting on it with Toxic on my Gastrodon anyway, so there was really no other play but to go into Cryogonal here, even if he, you know, does make the predict, which he does. Yeah, so, not good. Don't like that. Do not like that. Threaten with low punny. Slowking coming in. Get that T-punch off, see how much it does, because there was a world where it did 50%, but no, not this one. It has a little bit of Fizz Def. And unfortunately that, don't want to risk the Psychic. Go ahead and bring in this, which at this point does not outspeed everything. No, it doesn't outspeed this. But also, yeah, I'm thinking that at that point he would not. Like I would rather or it made more sense for me for him to Bleak Wind into like Gastro. So I'm thinking that was a pretty easy read for me for whatever reason, that he wasn't going to Heat Wave there. I think it was because Bleak Wind actually killed Persian. But at any rate, here we are at another turn of consequence. We live this fairly easily. If we can recover up again, go ahead, EQ. Bam. Done nice damage on everything, especially because Slowking is so weakened. So I'm happy with this turn. I'm happy with this turn for sure. That worked out really well. Because Tornadus scary, we took it down. Now NAGANADEL does not get outsped. Especially because his freaking Quark Drive is, or his booster energy is gone. That's a bad play on his part, is to have gone Treads when he really didn't need to. Like, I mean, get off the rocks, I guess, for Kyurem White, but like, I don't know, you don't really have anything for my NAGANADEL now. I mean, I guess you have Slowking, or you think you have Slowking, but I have Thunderbolt, so. Yeah, so Treads comes in to threaten my Solgaleo. Don't have any more Cryo, so that sucks. So this thing, actually does get some damage off, but it's really not that big a deal. Go ahead, Parting Shot out. Super clean, Foul Play would have been good too, but like, I don't really know if I need Chip when I have Fire Blast and High Jump Kick. Also, Gastrodon. Oh. Not good. Yeah, that really gets him back into the game, I would say. Because I was, despite all my bitching and moaning, I'm still up. And, playing properly, taking care of things like the Tornadus. Also the Quillfish, which would have been super annoying, and also the fact that Rocks over stage sucks. That was another thing. There was a sequence where I could have, gotten Rocks off with Krag and all, rather than even in just that last moment. I think I had a lot more opportunity than just the final moment when I roosted on Kyurem White to Rapid Spin. I could have kept attempting to Rapid Spin. And now Mega Lopunny goes down, and that is not good whatsoever. Not at all, because of a crit through Parting Shot, which obviously mattered. Like, yeah. So, we just go Gastrodon. And here comes Kyurem White. Go ahead and get some nice Earth Power damage. He has the ability to Roost here. But I'm not going to do anything stupid like risk NAGANADEL. I am just gonna try and sack Persian and do it successfully. After, I probably could have like foul played after I wonder how much foul play would have done. I would like to check the calc, but I learned from my previous videos that when I do that, it's super annoying. So I'm not going to. But I'd like to know how much foul play did to Kyurem White. If he had actually roosted there, I might have like even swaggered, but probably not, because I'm so low on health. I would have probably just foul played, done a lot. I'm a little sad that Persian didn't get to do a lot, but like I said, it was not that crazy in the matchup anyway. And Mega Lopunny was honestly fairly standard, so it's not that bad that happened from a heat perspective anyway, from unused heat perspective. Anyway. And then I have the decision to make. Gastrodon is good into everything. He does make the play to go into Slowking. It would have probably been better if I had gone Solgaleo here, but it's okay because I'm really not thinking that he has Grass Knot, and he doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I don't really know why you would ever want to go into anything else, but it actually makes sense because, like, well, if I'm him, that I'm just like, you know, bringing in Slowking and like regenning it up, because his team just loses to NAGANADEL at that point. Is it a 50? Yeah. So he's thinking at that point. Maybe I could have brought NAGANADEL in there. But the thing is, I know this is Akaberry. I need a chance to nasty plot out. This is my win con now. Is officially my win con. Maybe I could have attempted to do it earlier, just like some point after Torn went down. But yeah, I know this is Akka, so I don't want to, you know, be encored into recover, which is what I would assume he would do there. And he actually knocks off. He actually, you know what, this is a 50-50. He was attempting to knock off an item and kill me. And he was predicting that I would go Solgaleo because he was trying to telegraph the Encore. Unfortunately, no item comes into play. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I hate that like I spoiled that by letting the thing go too long, but it's whatever. It just happens all the time for me. Anyway, yep, look at that. Bam, no item coming into play. We don't die. And at this point we know what we, this is the only Mon that we can nasty plot up on. So I want Chip so that the Akka doesn't get me. I mean, I guess I could, you know, plot up anyway, but like, Solgaleo going down now is fine. It's gonna lose to Treads, and yeah, just go ahead and get the damage to make sure that you don't have to worry about that Akka. I think that, I mean, with Nasty Plot, we should kill through Akka, sure. But yeah, I'm just trying to get in a position. All right, here we go. And here's another thing I don't like about how I played this game. He can just Encore. He can predict me to Nasty Plot and then Encore. He was thinking that I was gonna be Scarf Special Attack Boost. I'm not really sure what move that I could use here if I am Scarf Special Attack Boost, so he probably should have realized that and attempted to Encore my Nasty Plot. It's not over if that happens, because Gastrodon is crazy into the team as well. But yeah, he should have also maybe thought about Thunderbolt, because you're Slowking right here. And then, like, because this thing is what, 1%. Like, yeah. But anyway, I'm thinking he's probably gonna like attack me or something. But maybe like knock off my orb. I don't know. Maybe Gigaton, do something. But he can't knock me out is the thing. So really, you know, if he does Encore here, it becomes a lot more difficult. It's not over because my Gastrodon's so healthy. But yeah. Anyway. By the way, if he did knock off, that's still killed. Alright, now it's just down to this. Do we connect? We do. It's over. Alright, so, yeah, I definitely did not love the way I played this game. I did make a couple good plays, like the Tornadus, you know, just eating the Heat Wave and killing it. I really like my prep with my Terrifier Cryogonal. My Persian was cool. Gastrodon went crazy in the matchup. NAGANADEL got a little sweep. Solgaleo performed well too. Can't blame Lopunny for not doing much. But yeah. I mean, what other like notable, you know, good plays did I make? I mean, I found the Oh, and the no item Solgaleo was crazy too. I found the opportunity, but like it was really just him not seeing the opportunity to stop me and encoring. Like, what do I even hit Tinkaton with? I mean, like a fire move? Like, that's I think he was probably going Slow King on a random fire move, and then like on like Flamethrower or even Fire Blast, and then like I don't kill afterwards, and then he thinks like he gets me, or like he can maybe even like Chili if he thinks that Gastrodon's coming back out. But yeah, and then I'm not Scarf, right? I don't know. I'm not. I'm probably still, you know, speed boost. Yeah, I don't like winning on my opponents missing the play. I like winning because I made the right play. Yeah, I mean, you know, we you know, just you know what, we do what we do, which is we just make solid plays, keep our defense solid, don't get broken. We did get broken, but it was too late, because, you know, his Kyurem White was already, you know, toxic and also slow, just was never going to actually run over us. Also Tornadus, was Tornadus down at that point? I don't remember. I don't believe so. But anyway, yeah. We play a solid enough game, and we do come away with the win, so I should probably not gripe. Goodbye.